Hi, welcome everyone. I'm Sandy from Lolly and Sand. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada. So thank you for joining me. In this video, well, you might have a clue here. There we go. You might have a clue here because I kind of give it away. I'm just getting Facebook ready to go as well at the same time. So in this video, we'll be using the Quite Curvy Variety Bundle. That's a mouthful. I'm just going to adjust that just a tad. There we go. And this bundle just became available today, November the 3rd. So I thought that was kind of timely that we do this. Welcome, Valerie. Thanks for tuning in. Oh yeah, I just fixed the picture. It looks much better now. So if you're just joining, say hi so I know you're there. Alrighty. So I think I've done this. I didn't realize it was 8 o'clock. I'm just typing away on my phone going, oh, I should put in the event name. So I do have a class on this and you have a couple of options. Go to the link. It's rather lengthy, but you have choices. And I think you really like the class because one of them's, the class is get you a lot of freebies. So let's just say here, hi Sandy, hi Tracy, welcome. Alrighty, so let's start with the, don't let me forget the name of this, Classic Christmas DSP. So what I did is I pulled out one of each color here. So we have Shaded Spruce, Cherry Cobbler, and I forgot to look this one up. I think it's Sahara Sand, got it. Oh, we're expecting temperatures around 16 tomorrow. So yay, enough with the snow for now. Anyway, here's the back side of the paper. So you'll notice, although I know the card we're doing tonight is Christmas, this is not just Christmas paper, which is kind of cool because it will, isn't that cute? It'll take you through all the seasons, which is very nice, or for a lot of occasions, I should say. Really, really pretty. So, and it's 6x6 paper. All right, we'll get rid of that. The dies. So I have used some of the dies already on my cards. So I'm trying to think how many lives I did with this. I'm not sure, but I do have cards. So assuming all this shows, hopefully it's, so the Quite Curvy Christmas stamp set is you can actually get this by itself. Same with the DSP I just showed you. You can get these two together. And there's that ivy that I used. I just used that on a blog post. And the little birdies and all that. So that's kind of cute. So this you can get as a bundle, or bring it back. All of this you can get as a Quite Curvy Variety Bundle. That's a lot of words. I swear that's a lot of words. I'm not swearing, but it is a lot of words. So tonight we're making a Christmas card because we're just looking at getting, well, every day, right? We get closer to Christmas. Every day we get closer to 2021. Anyway, so first thing we're going to do is stamp. So this is not from that bundle. This is from Rooted in Nature. This is Shaded Spruce, so we're going to use the Shaded Spruce paper as well. So I just want to show you something. So stamp it once, stamp it twice. On my sample, and I'll show you that at the end, I used this, and my daughter looking at it said she really liked the darker Shaded Spruce, the first generation. So for this card, we are using first generation, but I think it's always nice to see. Even third, you can do like that much with just one inking up. And you'll notice when I do that, I'm not like all over the place. I'm just like tap, tap, tap. Now this is going to be full strength. And there you go. I love the detail in these. Now Rooted in Nature isn't new. It's from the annual catalog. And I brought it out because I forgot how much I love it. All right, so this is going to be magic. So ready? All right, so then we die cut it, and we really just need these guys. So that's what I die cut. Aren't I fast? Woo! We'll set those right there. I'm not going to forget them. We are going to heat emboss though. So this is basic black paper. And we don't sell these anymore. You can find your embossing buddies online through Amazon, maybe at a hobby store. Not 100% sure. No, don't look. I always say that, don't I? It is a gorgeous stamp set. I agree. So this is the Merry Christmas from the, oh, I can't, you know, it's too new. I can't remember the names. Curvy Christmas. Boy, that was hard. All right. And I'm just going to go right here. Now you see nothing. I can see that it's got something on it. I always like to close this up. Now remember with Versamark, store it upside down. Keeps the ink closer to the top. It's pretty sticky ink too, so you want to make sure that it doesn't all puddle in. And do when you're purchasing Versamark, do get the refill as well. Keep your pads nice and inked up with that. Now, I see an extra little piece there, so with my finger, you can use a brush too. Not sure that'll work. Yep, there it goes. Okay, now I have to tell you this one little tip. Okay, ready for this. I have been cleaning my stamps. I know I have my Stampin' chamois, and I'm just closing this, sorry for the noise, but if I was to drop it, it would be like way worse. Way worse. There, sorry, big noise. I had been cleaning my stamp, this one in particular, with a cloth. And then I noticed that when I had all these little lines on my stamped image when I was heat embossing, and it turned out that that's really fibers. So especially for something that small and detailed, use your Stampin' chamois. All right, we're just gonna heat emboss. It'll take like, I don't know, not long. Nice and close. It is hot, so I will move my fingers. I love, by the way, the look of the white embossing on the black. I probably could put a little more powder on that. And I know I'm really close, don't freak out. Just take our time. Yeah, I should have used more powder. It's not even getting shiny. Oh my goodness. That won't do. It's not getting shiny. So somebody didn't take her time and do it properly. So I know we're going to do it again. Once is not enough. So while I'm doing this, I can look back at comments, because we can do two things at once, right? So we always use our embossing buddy, or whatever you have that's like that, to take the static off so the white embossing powder doesn't stick. Hello, Grace. Hello. Yep. Oh, on the paper. Yeah. Oh, hi, Kathy Jean. I hope I haven't missed any, and I'm putting that away. Okay, this time, there we go. This always gets in here. I don't even know what this is from, this little scoop. Probably some protein powder or drink mix or something, which is odd because I don't have drink mixes, but I do have protein powder. And it's just handy because you don't have to dig in with anything. Some people put a spoon in, and that's several containers, by the way. There. Sorry for the big noise again. All right, let's do it again. Hey, Janice, welcome, and Norma Jean. Alrighty, so I'm going to do this again. All right. It feels good and hot. I love the magic. This never gets old. There we go. Yes, I clearly did not have nearly enough powder on. And that was my bad, so sorry. All right, we have to do a little more magic. All right, so yeah, look at that, woohoo! You're like, why'd you do that twice when you already had that? Well, just because. So I have already done this, and I think this is just a really pretty little die that I used, and this is from, oh, what are these ones called? Stitch So Sweetly, I think. Yeah, I didn't write that one down, so usually I write myself notes of the important things. Alrighty, so here we go. Let's get into the card. Hey, Rosemary, you did make it. Hello. Alrighty, so this is, let's do the measurements because you know I don't type them out. Okay, this is 4 1/4 by 11, so it's a half sheet of paper. scored at 5.5. And what I'm going to do right now, I like to line up, if I don't have my trimmer here, I line it up with my fingernails, and I always go away from myself, and there. See, you know me, I like my cards when they lay flat. All right, so that was the bone folder. Now this piece, this is regular Whisper White, by the way. I did not use thick for this. This is also regular Whisper White, and this is 4 by 5.25. So I want to show you a few things, because no doubt by now you've seen lots of cards with these little kind of snowbanks going on and so on. Now, I did read somewhere, remember again, this is 6 by 6 paper, and that I had seen a demo saying, cut it to the size of the paper you want. She is right. So all of these are cut 4 inches. So what I did is I took the 6 by 6 and I cut 2 inches right off. So now instead of cutting and having all these little pieces. So that's why they fit like that, so perfectly. And if you wanted to, you could even put a piece here, or maybe this one up here. And you still have some white area. But for this card, so that's how you layer them up. If you didn't, like for example, if you don't want, like I can see green through those holes there. If you didn't want that, you would need to put a piece behind and then just cut along the edge, and you'll see white underneath, so you'll like that probably better. I do anyway. But I made it so I didn't have to do that. All right, so for this card, I noticed I got one little blob on there, which I'm not worried about because it's going to be covered up. So I'm going to go about here when I glue this. So I'm just going to set that over here. That looks about 1/2 inch. Measurements, they are not exact for this. You know, definitely for the card sizes, definitely this is 4 inches across. But even this, now, did I write this down? I did. This is a classic Christmas. So on this edge, this is 2 3/4. So when I put the die on, it started right at that mark. If you want this up higher, then you're just going to make the piece wider this way. Very, very simple. This one has to go on first though, because of the way I'm layering. So we'll get out the, I haven't used this since last week. On my other, I'm trying to use up my, you know, the Tombow that you've had for ages and you've not finished the bottle? Yeah. Now I do need to make sure that this end over here, this goes below here. So looking at that again, we'll go right about here. So again, about 1/2 inch. Get the glue off my fingers. Okay. There we go. And get that on, and then glue this one. This is pretty too. I still see that as Christmassy, but I love these little trees. So, come on. Alrighty, and let's, oh wait, you know what? There. Lay it flat, like I always say, lay it flat. And I always take these off the page, off the desk. I'm trying to like avoid getting totally gluey fingers. If by any chance your measurements are off at all, I'm going to use my wiggle time to fix this, by the way. There we go. Right to the end. Then you would simply come along with your cutter and just take the tiniest little slice off. So it works really well. I need not to forget this, and I didn't. It's a miracle, I tell you. All right. This clearly I've made a mess. All right, so. Oh, I was just reading your note. Sandy, where does everyone hide from their family so they don't bother you when you're trying to watch a Facebook, asking for a friend, Facebook Live? That's too funny. I moved to the basement. I am looking for, here it is. Take your pick tool. So what I'm going to do is take our linen thread. These are our glue dots. And I think we're going to go. I still need that end. There it is. There we go. Right about here, let's say. So place one right there. Now, this is so, some people go around the card. Like, I am actually going to do it this time, but normally I would just stop And if you want to save, then you're going to stop here, cut that, and then start again, because we're going twice. We are going twice around. All right, hold that in place. Get the scissors. There. Alrighty. And back here. So if you've newly subscribed, by the way, to my YouTube channel, thank you. I'm getting closer every day to that 1,000 I need to do my lives there. Although I do like doing them on Facebook. There's nothing wrong here. There we go. Okay, so those two are on. And if they're not even, make them even. Okay, now I can put this on. You know how I so often forget this? Oh, hey, Julie. Oh, that's right. Dinner time out west. I will see you later, Valerie. Went for a walk today. It was actually at a dog park, but it's quite large. And for as many cars were there in the middle of the day, it was really not busy. I might have seen 15 people on the various trails. So that was really nice. And I haven't even had a chance to look at the pictures already. So just making sure. Okay, I'm going to pop these guys up. This one actually is going to go flat, and these two are going to be popped up. So I can put this one on. It's a really easy card. And I will show you what we're going to do, or what has been done already for the inside. It's really pretty. Now, if you were to do this card, landscape, you could actually make this into a gift card holder card, which would be really cool. And that was my original thought. And then I realized I only have 4¼ inches, and I looked at the size of a like a gift card, and I went, nah, it's cutting her kind of close. All right. Oh, I wasn't doing that. There. I still have time to pick them up. No, I was using dimensional, so hopefully this is dry enough. There we go. I always say, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it live and make a little oopsie, and it's no big deal, right? No big deal. Just shows you that I'm human. There we go. Off, 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 off. And there. Now we'll put them down, and that will, and I want it right about there. I don't really want to see the bottom of that, but I have a solution for that, of that one tree, that is. Okay, we're going to pop these up as well. Remember that little spot? We're going to cover that up, so we're not going to see that. You know, we always have, I think I was going to use small. I was going to use small. Hang on. Those are still good. They didn't touch anything. The reason why I want to use the small, or I could have cut the larger actually, is because dimensionals don't stick really well to ribbon and twine. So using the small so we can avoid that, hopefully. And because this is cardstock, basic black cardstock, I find it's a little thicker than the Whisper White, so I don't have to worry about it, you know, using a ton of dimensionals to get it to stay. I am going to pick this up though so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. That's pretty, but we're not done. We still have to make a double bow. That's all in the way. You know you're getting low when. What I love about when it gets, when the roll gets low, is how this isn't straight. And I specifically don't want it to be straight, and you'll see why. I just think it looks really cool. Now, for this, like I said, it's double. So the length, by the way, I don't really find that matters. There is a little bit of waste here because it may not be even. Okay, so when I'm going to use bunny ears for this particular bow. I think we'll hold these together better than other methods of bow tying. So around we go. Now we do have the braided linen thread as well, but I like the way I can do double bows with this quite easily. There we go, and there we go. See the little wonky ends? I live for this. No, I'm just kidding. I really like that. So now another glue dot. another glue dot, and we're going to roll this up a little bit so you can't see it. There we go. Well, we don't want to see it. We know it's there, we just don't want to see it. Right behind the knot in the bow. And you might think I'm going over here, but no, I'm going right here with the trees. I love the way it does that. That makes me happy. Still not done. Okay. Someone on my team had actually asked, how do you use shimmer paint? And I remembered, hey, I have shimmer paint. Why haven't I used it? So I brought my shimmer paint out, but did I forget the stylus? I did. Okay, so I'm going to have to use this end. It's going to be a little bit too pokey. Maybe I could, let's see what else we have in our bag of tricks here. Nope, I don't want to use a pen. That would be bad. Eek, go figure. I wonder. Still looking to see what else I have in the room. It's pretty barren right now. With no classes happening, they're all online. All right, well, we'll try this. Hopefully this works. And if not, you'll see the original. So this is, by the way, this is our frost white shimmer paint. You hear that noise? That's a little ball bearing in there that mixes everything up. Oh, you know what? I know people seem to prefer Wink Stella, but this looks pretty cool too. With Wink Stella, if I was going to, kind of flick it on, that would be great, but I don't have very much in here. So, and I don't know that this is actually, it's such a fine point. I don't know that it's going to actually show. But in we go. I found when I made the original, I could just take right from the lid. Oh, you can't really see those. Oh, that's so fine. If I had a pencil, I might be, there we go. I needed more. Oh, or do I have to do it on an angle? Seriously. There we go. I really want them to be straight up and down, not, well, I guess they're flying flurries. We did have some of those the other day, so there we go. Oh, get on the end. Yep, that's what happens when you forget the one thing that you need. I'm going to show you the finished because I really want them to be little circles. So this takes a while to dry, so I wouldn't finish this right now anyway, and I have to be careful not to touch it, because you need it to dry. So basically, this one's so empty, because I've had it for several years. I think I got it as soon as Stampin' Up! Came out with them. So they don't go bad. And it's really cool. It's iridescent. So let me show you the original. There you go. There they are. So for this, I used a stylus. I have a few different ends. So like a thicker end and then a bit finer. And I don't think this one, you can see when it dries a little bit shinier. So that took a while, but I put some down here and in here, up in here, kind of looking like snowfall. But wait, look at that, I've got it on my fingers. That's the one thing you have to watch out, is when you get it on your fingers. So 1 second, because I actually did end up getting it on another piece and had to set that one aside. Okay, very easy to get on your fingers. Here we go, inside. So for this, this is a stamp that's in the Curvy Christmas. And this is the exact same piece as the front of the card. So it's 4 by 5 1/4. And what I did is just ran that same die. And then when I actually laid it down, I just pulled them apart. So there's a little ridge in there. And I also, if you can see, I don't know, can you see the shimmer? The shimmer paint on there? Right at the ends of each of the branches to kind of make it look snowy. I didn't put it on the ink. Lots of room to write, which is nice. And that is the card. But I do want to show you some of the other cards. Now, you can tell by what I've used of the dies. I've mostly used this one. I will be getting into this one with other cards. And definitely, I love English Ivy, so there you go. All right, so let's pull out some other cards and just show you some other ideas. Again, this is from the Curvy Christmas. Can't remember if we made this one live, did we? I feel like we did. I can't remember. All right, now these I did. I know I did this one live. This one's on my blog. So these are the slimline cards. And that's the plaid tidings paper and lots of greenery because you can never have enough. And then this card, I'm sure I had another one and I'm pretty sure I didn't bring it with me. So this card too, same thing, simple die. So you can see that one die does, like they just look so different. Now granted, I've used other dies back here. Now, what else I have to tell you? I gave you all the sizes. Cut those with the Nature's Root dies. These are like simple words for me. This particular card, if you happen to be looking on my blog or even right here on my Facebook group, I entered this card in an international blog hop. International highlights. You're not in the blog hop unless you get to the top 10. So if you see this card on my blog, scroll down. There's a little vote for me button. My card is number 4. That's a shameless plug. Voting has to be done before, I think next Monday. So anyway, that's our card for tonight. I do love the inside. So simple, but it's pretty elegant at the same time. And like I said, let this dry. You really, really, really have to let it dry. Anyway, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you need any products. Links to the class and other links, I'll add those after the fact. If you're watching from YouTube, please subscribe. And I will see you next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, bye-bye.